Hello Steelers, and welcome to this shortish, I suppose, review of and look at this 6x4 foot battle mat from Geek. This is their grass mat. I just got this in the post, so I thought let's have a look at it. I've not opened it yet. I want to have a look myself. I do know other people that have got fleece battle mats, and I like the feel and the look of them on the tabletop, so I thought, well, I want to get mine. I'm going to upgrade my cloths a little bit, and this is what I thought I'd go for. Geek being a very good company here in the UK, run by Mike. I've got some of their Rhodes sections as well. You may remember I did a review of those a while back. Check that out if you want to. They do a huge amount of Rhodes on a 6x4, but this is about the actual battle mats themselves. And as I say, I've not bought one of these yet. So this is literally the first time I'm opening it since getting it this morning. So this is the colour of it. I'm not going to get it out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spread it out on the table so I can show you. And I want to talk about why I got the fleece one later on and show you. But it's got a real nice feel to it. Great colour as well. This, as I said, this is just their basic bog standard grass mats. They also do a couple of other ones as well. Desert mats and sea mats and all kinds of things. Pretty much. And I would assume that Mac would also probably do some printing for you as well if you had your own specific ones, but don't quote me on that, but that might be the case. But so that's the colour of it, and again, just straight away, just the feel of it feels really nice, good top quality. I can see here as well on the edge it is double sewed as well. You can see, I'll show you that in a second close up, but these edges have been sewn up. Even Tiny likes it, so it does come Tiny approved straight away. I'll have to chuck her off getting her hair all over this if she's going to sleep on it. But yeah, it's sewn at the edges, so there's going to be no fraying or anything like that. Well, that seems to be all the way around. So this one is only a single-sided one. I'm not sure if they do double-sided ones. I think they might do. This currently retails for about, I think, £60 plus about £5 postage as well. And I ordered it less than a week ago, and it's arrived within a few days, basically. So it is a good service, as I say, relatively cheap as well. This would be the kind of thing that would be good for buying for a club. So you know, you get a few of these at once, and they're just great to throw over a table just to make it look a little bit more interesting. What I'll do is I'll set it up on my table, my 6x4. We can have a look at it and see how it actually fits on a 6x4 table. So there you can see how it sits. This, as I said, this is my MDF 6x4 table into 3x4. It does overhang slightly, which is great. Gives you a little bit extra cloth there. The length of it is almost exact, well, just ever so slightly over 6 foot. There's only a tiny bit of overhang on the length of it, but the width of it, there's certainly a bit of overhang there. You can also see, I don't know if you can make it out here, they are stamped as well with the Geek stamp here. And just to show you again, there is that's the edging of it. So you can see there that it has got sewn in edging all the way around. Now, one of the good things about fleece mats is, compared to the cloth mats, and everybody does, you know, Geek also do cloth mats, but the fleece ones, they allow you to actually put not just, you know, obviously wargaming things on top of the stuff, but they allow you to put hills underneath and to make them look a little bit more as though they're actually part of the table itself rather than a separate thing. So this is just a basic one here, one of my old ones. I've got a couple of others just to show you there. So you can put these on and they just look a hell of a lot better on the table itself than it does. And then used in conjunction with the Rhodes for the Geek Rhodes that are cloth, they will just drape over those hills. In fact, I'll just show you that now. I'll get some of those out and I'll show you exactly how that works. So here we are. This is one of the Geek Rhodes, and I know other people do these like Tiny War Games and things, but I got mine from Geek and you can see there I've got two hills under the table. Can't see them, but you can make them out when they're part of the game. You can't actually you can't see the actual model of the hill itself, but you can see where the hill is on the tabletop. Then I've also been able to drape over the road as well that goes over the top as well, and the fact that it's fleece, it's actually keeping the road in place as well, because there's a tiny bit of grip on it as well as that. And let me just show you as well that you can put figures on and they won't slip around so much. So here the fleece is good for holding onto figures, so again they're not going to move around too much on the table, they're not sliding down that hillside as you can see here, and this one, even this one with a heavy base with a 2 pence base, is not sliding down. So just gives you an idea of really how good these are for from a wargaming practical point of view as much as anything else. I just want to show you up against, this is the cloth mat that I did use. The only reason I've got not getting rid of, but I'm kind of stopping using this one, is this is a Tiny Wargames one. There's ever so slight colour difference between the two. The Geek Villain one is slightly darker, but only slightly. It's kind of difficult to see. You might not even be able to make it out in this video, but the only reason I'm really trying to cut down use on the Tiny Wargames one is not, like I say, not because of quality or anything, because it's a great quality product, but just because I've got some super glue and bits of paint and things on this when I've been silly and done the wrong thing. But that's by the by, just to give you a bit of a look at the two. And again, this is the cloth one. The fleece one, from my point of view, just feels slightly nicer. It's just got a nicer texture to it. It's quite comfortable when you're leaning on it, you know, in a game and things like that. So there you go. That's the Geek Villain cloths. That's new in at the moment. Quick review of those. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have done, please do check out other reviews on the rest of the channel. I've got some reviews on the Geek Villain road system, so you can see those in more depth, and also other reviews on various games and figures and things like that. If you don't subscribe to the channel, please do. If you want to help the channel out, please check out the Patreon for and also channel memberships for bonuses and various other bits and pieces. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall see you in the next Storm of Steel video.